Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. So in this video we take a look at the micro support levels as the price is a little bit under pressure today, but we haven't broken any support levels yet. But we see a little bit of weakness across the altcoin sector. Bitcoin not so much, but the altcoins are selling off quite a bit, have been over the last few days. So more and more it's looking as if the wave 4 will be reset a little bit lower, but we're going to take a look at it. Support isn't broken, we haven't invalidated anything. The overall structure is still that we're dealing here likely with a diagonal pattern, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, the question is the wave 4 already in? Will it reset a little bit lower? Support area is very clearly defined. It's between 34.6 cents and 50.9 cents with 4 Fibonacci levels to watch as support. The first one already did lead to a response, or basically the area between 51 cents and 44. And the price dipped into this. Basically, we had a complete wave count to the downside in an initial ABC structure, but the move up is not yet very convincing and doesn't suggest strongly yet that the fifth wave has started, even though it might have. So we're going to take a look at the relevant levels in this video. At the moment, the way the momentum to the downside is increasing, I might assume that it's already in the third wave to the downside, and that this here was just a very, very shallow wave too. Yeah. Remember that I highlighted to you a few days ago that we have 5 waves down. I can count 5 waves down here in this decline that started on Thursday the 11th. But the wave 2 would have then been very, very shallow. I mean, the resistance wasn't broken. And the momentum increase, I mean, that would be very much in line with what, for example, Matic is doing right now. So the idea would be, okay, possibly the yellow count is unfolding here. I'm starting to lean towards that, even though I have to say, as long as the 49.3 cent level is not broken, the white count has a chance. Below that level, clearly yellow is in control. I would already start to lean towards that, looking at some other altcoins that have a similar distance to go and which have a clearer pattern. So I think this is probably where it's going to go, and that means we should prepare for the 49.3 cent level to break, possibly even the 46.5 cent level, and then we might see it land around 44 cents, maybe even 39. There's still plenty of space in this support zone, so there's no risk of invalidation at the moment. Well, there's always a risk, but no immediate risk of invalidation. I mean, if ADA drops all the way down to below 34.6 cents, I think then we have much more bearish scenarios across the market. But for now, let's see if the price can respect 49.3 cents. Doesn't look like it at the moment, suggesting that, yeah, possibly yellow is in control. But bear in mind, the white count still has a chance from here. Would need to turn around, though, quite soon to start this C wave rally to the upside. Yeah. But it's always worth knowing that whenever we have a 3-wave move up, it doesn't really strongly suggest that a low is in. Okay, so let's observe these levels. They are key, and the yellow count definitely is a valid assumption as long as the Tuesday high stays intact, and that's at 54.8 cents. Okay, so if that development throughout the day continues, then I will move the white wave 4 over here, change the overall structure, and then only say, okay, alternatively, the 4 is already in, but it's already looking very, very difficult. But yeah, the 78.6 Fib level, that's the, let's say the objective support, because below that level, typically these B waves, if it's a B wave pullback in white, it will typically get invalidated, essentially, yeah. And that's the situation on the ADA chart, so we have to prepare for a little bit more of a sell-off potentially, but the move down currently still looks corrective. Today across the sector, we see altcoins with a lot of downside momentum. Their downside momentum increases, which suggests basically that a third wave is unfolding here. We've got a similar situation, for example, on the Matic chart. Not much more to add. The parameters stay very much relevant, intact. Invalidation points stay intact. Support levels stay intact, nothing's broken, just a little bit more downside momentum. And that suggests basically, yeah, that in the yellow count, the wave 2 has already topped. That's my update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.